Good morning, OLC Middle School students. This is Mr. Woolley. And remember, the information contained in this video is intended to be viewed only by the students in Mr. Woolley's classroom. By watching the video, you agree that you will not record or share the video with anyone who's not a student in Mr. Woolley's classroom. All right, so we are going to start with Lesson 18 today. And it's about writing, then evaluating, means solving, and finding equivalent expressions with rational numbers. So that can mean like decimals and fractions and stuff. All right, we start off with exercise 1 here. It says John's father asked him to compare several different cell phone plans and identify which plan would be the least expensive for the family. Each phone company charges a monthly fee, but this fee does not cover any service like phone lines, texting, or internet access. Use the information contained in the table below to answer the following questions. So here's our table. If you go with company A, just to sign up for the plan, it's going to be $70. And then $20 for every phone that's attached to that plan, and then $15 for every texting plan you have, and $15 for every internet access line you have. If you go with company B, they charge you $90 to sign up for their plan, $15 for every phone you hook up to it, $10 for every phone that has texting on it, and $20 for every phone that has internet on it. If you choose company C, it's $200 to sign up for their plan, and $10 for each phone, but there's no texting or internet because it's included in this $200 every month. All right. So now it says all members of the family may not want identical plans. Therefore, we'll let X represent the number of phone lines, and then Y represents the number of phone lines with unlimited texting, and Z represents the number of phone lines with internet access. So if I was going to set these up based off our chart, company A, try to get this everything on the screen here so you can see it, $70 to sign up, plus $20 times however many phone lines, X, plus $15 times however many texting plans, Y, plus $15 times however many internet access phones, Z. And for company B, similar setup, $90 plus 15X plus 10Y plus 20Z. And then company C is just 200 plus 10X because there's no Y's or Z's because they don't charge you for texting or internet access on any of the phones because it's already included here. All right, now technically the correct order you want to put these in is you put the letters, the variables, first in alphabetical order. So I would technically put it as X, then Y, then Z. Then regular numbers usually go on the end whether you're adding or subtracting them. So not a huge deal, but that's technically the proper format for setting those up. But I just wanted you guys to be aware of that. All right. So if this is the case, 4 people want to have the phone, 4 people want texting, and 2 of the phones need internet. This is what our cost would be. If you go to company A, remember it's $70 just to sign up for their plan for each month, and $20 times however many people, 4 people, want a phone, plus $15 times 4 people with texting, plus $15 times 2 people that want internet. So by the time you start crunching the numbers here, 70 plus 80 plus 60 plus 30, you end up getting $240. Now, if I follow that same kind of process for company B, it's $90 plus 15 times 4 plus 10 times 4 plus 20 times 2, and you get your answer at $230. And company C is a little less work involved here. It's $200 plus 10 times 4 phone lines, and you get $240. But company we should use, company B. It's far and away the cheapest price there, $10. And I try a different kind of format here. Maybe 4 people want the phones, 4 people want texting, 4 people want internet. So everybody wants everything on the phone. So 4 phones, everybody's got texting, everybody's got internet. What would that end up costing? Well, like for example, company A, $70 plus 20 times 4, plus the 15 times 4, plus the 15 times 4. And then you add them up, you get $270. You follow along, do the same thing for company B, get a similar price. In this case, company C ends up being cheaper. So $240. If all 4 people had everything, company C is your cheapest price. All right, let's go ahead and try another scenario. What if only 2 of the people want phones, 2 people have texting, 2 people have internet? So just 2 people got everything on their phones, must be going to share their phones. So similar setup here. Now it's going to be $70 plus $20 for the phone times 2 people getting the phones, $15 times 2 people getting texting, $15 times 2 people getting internet. So 70, 40, 30, and 30 gives you 170. Company B ends up being 180. Company C ends up being 220. In this case, Company A has the cheapest price on this. All right. So you can Put actual values in to represent those variables or letters, and you can get a real answer price out of there. All right, next up, let's take a look at exercise 2. It says 3 friends went to the movies. Each purchased a medium-sized popcorn for P dollars and a small soft drink for S dollars. Write the expression that represents the total amount of money in dollars that the 3 friends spent at the concession stand. Well, there's 3 people that paid for popcorn, 3 people that paid for sodas. So you're going to order 3 popcorns and 3 sodas. Or technically, you can think of it individually. Hey, each person got a popcorn and a soda, and that scenario repeated itself 3 times. So you could set up like a distributive property scenario. Of course, if you distribute, 3 times P plus 3 times S still gets you right back to here again, the 3P plus 3S. All right, how can I apply this and evaluate? I mean, solve it. If the concession stand charges $6.50 for a medium-sized popcorn and $4 for the small soft drink, how much did the 3 friends spend on their refreshments altogether? Well, you could just take 3 times whatever the price was of the popcorn plus 3 times the price of the soft drink. You get $19.50 plus $12, $31.50. Or if you had it set up like the distributed property type of format, technically you could add whatever the price is inside. $6.50 and $4 means each person spent $10.50, and then 3 times that, because 3 people went, $31.50. So either way you chose to approach it, you still get the same answer. All right, so they want us to evaluate here with a y equaling a 1. So what I'll do is I'll substitute a y into this expression, because it starts off as 5 times, then you got in parentheses 3 minus 4y. If I substitute a 1 in here, because this is, remember, 4y is supposed to be 4 times y, I leave everything else the same. 5 times 3 minus 4 times y, which is 4 times 1. Well, 4 times 1 gives me 4, so it ends up being 5 times 3 minus 4. Well, we can still stick inside the parentheses here and do that work. 3 minus 4 gives us a negative 1. 5 times a negative 1 is a negative 5. What if you chose to distribute first before you substituted things in? 5 times 3 gives you 15. 5 times, treat it like a negative 4, negative 20y, 15 minus 20y. Now if you did that, and now substitute the 1 in for the y, 15 minus, instead of saying 20 times y, if y is going to be a 1, we say 20 times 1. Well, 20 times 1 is 20. 15 minus 20, negative 5. So same answer either way. Now we got a 2 variable expression here. So we're supposed to put a 5 in for the x and substitute a negative 2 in for the y. Well, I start off with negative 3 times x, so negative 3 times 5, plus, then you got 12 times a negative 2. Well, negative 3 times 5 is negative 15, and 12 times negative 2 is negative 24. Add up 2 negatives together, you get negative 39. If you want to go ahead and think of it a little different way, like if this problem is rewritten like in a distributive kind of format, so technically, if I wanted to get to this way, I could take both of these, divide them by a negative 3, so pull a negative 3 out of there, leaves me just the x, and 12 divided by negative 3 is negative 4, minus 4y. And if I went ahead and solve through this and substitute it in afterwards, if it's just a slightly different format, of course, you're still going to go through and you're going to get the same answer, because you substitute a 5 in where the x is, and the negative 4 times y, there's negative 2 here, or a minus 4 times y, and 4 times negative 2 gives you a negative 8. 5 minus a negative 8 is actually, remember, add the opposite, 5 plus 8, which is 13, and negative 3 times 13 is negative 39. So no matter which approach you would take there, you'd still get the same type of answer. All right, and just about wrapping on up here with lesson 18. And that covers everything we are going to cover here. So go ahead and give your work a try in Schoology today. Thanks for watching.